Okay, friends, today we're just going to watch me draw. And I'm going to see if I can keep this in the camera zone. So here we are. We're going to be working today on, it's a long word, quadrilateral. And quadrilaterals, they always have four sides. So I'm not going to write the fact that they have four sides each time, because they always have four sides. But they can be unique in those sides and those angles. And so, for example, and my drawings won't be perfect, but if we have one that looks like this, where all four sides are the equal, four sides equal, and we have two pair of parallel lines. So we have two pair of parallel lines, and we have four equal angles. All right, so here's our four equal angles. They are all right angles, and this part, when the fact that this is marked with the same, that means that those are the same side, and this one is parallel to this one. So that's our first quadrilateral, and this one you might know as a square. That's probably the most famous. Now, if you take this square and just pushed it, and you made it so that it has the same, it's got the same lengths. So these are all the same. And again, my drawing's not perfect. So here we go. These sides are all the same. So we have four sides equal. And we have two parallel, so two pair of parallel lines. But these angles are equal, and these angles are equal. I can use the same nomenclature to show that those are equal. I have two pair of equal angles. And this one we call a parallelogram. Parallelogram. All right, so we've got these first two. Square, parallelogram. Now, another kind of famous, this one you might recognize. It also has, of course, four sides, but it has two pair of equal sides and two pair of parallel lines and four equal angles. Right? Because these are all right angles. So we have, it looks like that. And we can do the same thing that we do to the parallelogram. We can just push it over. We can just tilt it a little bit, right? And then it'll look something like this. All right, where these are still the same and those are still the same. Right? And now we have two pair equal sides and two pair of parallel lines and two pair of equal angles. Right? Because this one and this one are equal, and this one and this one are equal. And I love the symmetry. We forgot to name this one. This one is a rectangle. And this one is called a rhombus. Called a rhombus. And I love the symmetry, right? So we've got squares and rectangles and parallelograms and rhombuses. And so now you can see that we've got all of the ones that are kind of equal. So now we're going to have some that are unequal. So for example, if you take this rhombus and you just stretch this out and you go like this, this is a shape that, I don't know, maybe you don't love it. I love it. It's a great shape. And this one, it's a special kind. This is, so now we have one pair of equal sides. That's this one and this one. And we have one pair of parallel lines. That's these two. Those are the parallel lines. And we have, well, in this case, two pair of equal angles. Because these are the same, and these are the same. This one is a special kind. This is an isosceles trapezoid. It's an isosceles because it's balanced. It's an isosceles trapezoid because it's balanced. Because you could also have a trapezoid that looks like this. This is, see how this is not the same and these angles are not the same? None of these angles are the same. So this is no pair equal sides and one pair parallel lines and no equal angles. This is just a regular trapezoid. It's still a trapezoid, just like its friend up here, but it's a regular one. Wow, look at my page. It's completely full. You might need 2 pages. I'm gonna go for 2 pages, just because I don't want to squish. Okay, there's 2 more shapes that we have. This one is a fun one to draw because it's really easy. This has no equal sides and no parallel lines and no equal angles. And this one is called irregular. This is an irregular quadrilateral. And there's one more that we don't talk about very much, kind of a fun one. And it's called a kite. It's called a kite. It has 2 pair equal sides. No parallel lines. Weird. Parallel lines. And I think it has 2 pair equal angles. This one and this one are equal, and this one and this one are equal. So, as you can see, when we have 2 pairs of lines, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 lines, we can make a lot of different shapes. Square, parallelogram, rectangle, rhombus, isosceles triangle. This one's one of our favorites. Isosceles trapezoid. I said triangle, but it's a trapezoid. A trapezoid, an irregular quadrilateral, and a kite. And you might need 2 pages. There you go. Hope that was helpful.